Hi, Earth people. I am Chinghiz together with you. Today, June 19, 2023, and I know seeing some serious action after we Earth people, scientists, watching his live I repeatedly, particular, and climate crisis fighters, Greta Thunberg, and others. There are some should be already very powerful means emergency for action, decision, but not climate crisis. Climate crisis, this death sentence to you as people can be coming because you refusing, simply refusing act for stop climate crisis. This about your existence and you in I can say even in ignorance mode. No disturb, but not to walk will disturb climate crisis. Planet Earth will kill you, coming global genocide. And truly what you're seeing, there's no other name. This satanic evil, what's happening and why happening. They are not you some blah blah or argue by political establishment put in some diverts in some form of argue, not you. You're simply refusing act. You simply put climate emergency in ignorance mode. You simply put planet Earth, even that, this form, I can say, in fully ignoration. You know, this system ruled the world, they doing that, monetary world, financial system, this dome. We are all under this dome. Again, I about that. Repeatedly will do until you Earth people not will finally wake up and not will go to street and squares. Same day around world. Billions of you. This I can say that clear. Your only option now, only chance, this. Same day, across world, billions on streets and squares. Which action by disobedience to its action with demand immediately stop. fossil fuel. Interesting was a report from World Bank and International Monetary Fund too. We know these two organizations was established after World War II by Federal Reserve of United States and by Bank of England of Monarchy of England, British, mainly that. And we know who own Federal Reserve and today's Bank of England too. They are not truly nationalization was after World War II. This all fake. They are scams. But Federal Reserve remain and they created these world financial institutions and fully control it. But this World Bank will report, important report, about urgency of stop subsidies to fossil fuels and same this money, subsidies money, put into renewable energy. They are about trillions, they are graphics. Good report, again. But obviously, when we know this white is white and black is black, how Rothschild and Co. using his tools, his schemes. Rothschild and Co. shall be in every way. If they are, and was that in history, there are two sides in war, they are war, fighting, killing. Rothschild was in both sides, was giving money to both sides. History, fact, undeniable. Now too. Who given subsidies to this big oil and gas? Banks, governments. They are even fossil fuels was freed from taxes. Oil, gas, coal, Klondike. And today, World Bank saying that belong to Rothschild and Co. Banks too big to fail, will fail. We not will accept this stupid slogan, too big to fail. But these big banks continue to give money to fossil fuels. Also, Rothschild and Co. You know, governments, private establishments belong to this system. As we clearly see, they as paralyzed, can't act for stop climate crisis. Best one, what they're doing, half of measures which absolutely not, absolutely not helpful. Private establishment belong where? To this system. Which system? We know. Financial system of monetary world. How political establishment belong them? By schemes. They are lobbyists, they are donors, donations in politics, lobby schemes again, and election fighting, fighting for this money, these big corporations' money. Who will give more money to their party? This form, they fully belong to Rothschild and Co. Media fully under Rothschild and Co. Means owner of media, Rothschild and Co. They control it, rule it media, mainstream media, and not only news media. Their entertainment, their Netflix, Disney, even in other sphere, in agriculture. Agriculture also subsidies about, I not say that, they are not only fossil fuel in World Bank report. They are agriculture also. $5.4 trillion subsidies go to fossil fuels. $5.3 trillion go to annually go to agriculture. Also belong to them. Wall Street, almost 100. Their figures was 92 or 93%. Why they're doing that? They're fooling you. The World Bank report, good, but who will do that? Who will do that? Who created this crisis? Rothschild and Co. in big fossil fuels. Who subsidies them? Again, because Rothschild and Co. This dome system, block it, stop it immediately. They are coming. I mean, this COP is not helpful, not so helpful, because same reason, Rothschild and Co. But in COP, even how they intervening? They lobbyists, mobbies. Even chairman of COP28, big oil member, United Arab Emirates, oil state oil company, chairman, laughing on you. Oh, they laughing on you. And World Bank then reviewed these figures and said this should be immediate stop and this money should go to renewable. Who will do that? And I think World Bank and International Monetary Fund know that. Who will do that? Rothschild and Co. United States, China, EU, Britain. Because political establishment. They are in the last words of this report. There World Bank report. There should be political reform. Very true words. Political reform global. If World Bank and International Monetary Fund workers, employees revolting, is very good. Should be not only World Bank and International Monetary Fund employees should revolt. Big banks employees should revolt. For stop all that. For stop immediate subsidies, give money, and party reform, how this can occur. Party reform means, yeah, for example, United States, in EU, British too, politicians, politics, and also other G7, G20, and United Nations, particular countries who actively profiting from this system, which will reload. They will do this reform. Again, I asking you. Look at the United States. What is happening? One part half of measures, another part deniers. Blocking. Very weak climate crisis action or initiative in Congress. Republicans immediately blocked that. They even push Biden, which acting by half of measures which absolutely not helpful. This Republican pushing cancel my English. Some very important financing to fight climate crisis. And this part of half of measures. And Biden allowed that. Because the parliament said, if not bankrupt, they no care. They no care about their own country. About that, they not only was about climate crisis, but climate crisis was one of main. And again, later in Senate, there was some bill, important, but there was about other case, not climate crisis. But some condom, I will call them all that, what they truly evil, satanic, act, immoral. No, condom, good. Or mandaloshka, also good. This is about these politicians who remain fully denial on position evil, satanic. And no doubt the lifestyle immoral. Sodom Gomorrah, the Rothschild and Co. lifestyle. I said that plenty of time. Again, I saying repeatedly. They have faith to Satan, satanic faith having ruled the world, Rothschild and Co. And they puppet in Senate, in House. And they bill about other case, they put their climate crisis case means block it. Additional barrier, additional problem. And they obviously saying, no way, they not will give you stop climate crisis. It's about United States, leader country. How they can possible political reform? Only this one, as I said, and saying. Same about EU, Britain, Republic. Very good. Why not? Huh? If British people will finally realize behind all this mess to happen, which happened to them, is monarchy. And they needed political reform. And this is very good, and I think this can be British monarchy will replace it by republic. I say these words as I say, not other. Okay? When they will realize all this mess, what happened to British. Behind them, British monarchy. Again, this political reform very crucial, very needed, urgently needed. I actually talking about that when I call us should be billions same day across world. We demand immediate stop fossil fuel, not only subsidies, drilling or producing. We are coming to this level. If we not will have other option, what we can do today, what today, in June month of 2023, there can be phase out from fossil fuel immediately should start. But if they will refuse, and we think they refusing to that, fully ignore, even doing opposite, as Reuters, Reuters, Earth people, our day is very important on this case too. Who is who? They come in transparently online. What happened to planet Earth, climate crisis, how truly destroying your life, your habitat, and nature too. Reuters hold conference on big investment to fossil fuels. How media they using media which under their control. So we same day across the world billions. And we're demanding immediately stop fossil fuel, and we same time go to election stations. Political reform will occur. Okay? Other one, not will work. The American Third Party and People's Party or independent, not will work. Period. Same in Britain, same in Europe. And despite all, and even when they fully control it, political establishment, they even Rothschild and Co. launched big crisis, push it on big crisis button, means big war. And behind this, again, what's happening in America, in Britain, in Germany, far right in France, in Italy, in Austria, means different countries. They how controlled political establishment and how they planning launch big war. Therefore, they fully ignore of climate crisis. Climate crisis is good for the big crisis, means to the big war. Actually, this happening. Secretary General Guterres really call this problem. It's not about stop fossil fuels problem about fossil fuels emissions. This is about fossil fuels, period, he said. Who doing that? I try say you. And which they aim. I also try say you. This sonic weapon, another one. They anyway, by any cost, will try achieve their goal. Big crisis means big war. And for that, they today already you can see acting. They even increasing fossil fuel production, start blocking climate crisis laws, bills, initiative, start aggressively uh, ban even protest of climate crisis fighters. They have launched laws worldwide in developed countries, United States, EU, Australia. And again, same time, they try take authority in needed countries. Now, mean, of course, number one is United States 2024 elections. And if so, if they will occur Trump, DeSantis, or maybe other their name, seems as they will DeSantis. And big war will occur. Because already ally launched big war, means part of big war. The ally Putler launched war in Ukraine, in Europe, and therefore far right increasing in Germany also. You know how many times I call these countries clean up from Putler structure, your country, United States, do that. MAGA Putler structure into United States, do clean up. Same about Britain, same about France, same about Germany. They are AFD and surge means increasing the percentage. Because Putler structure and Rothschild and Co. Big war coalition. If you will start clean up from Putler structure, Germany, you will see how the AFD will go away. Clean up, you will clean up by rule of law, by their indictment, crimes, which crimes. And German people will watch, will look what's happening. If you're refusing to do that, Germany or United States, FBI, Department of Justice, American people or German people watching, there maybe Republicans right. Maybe this far right's right, huh? But nothing there happened against them. No true investigation, no clean up from Putler structure. The indictment against Trump, they even doing that, they try downplay this fact, how they hating their own country, these Republicans. They're about national security case, top secret dogs. No political motivated. There some justice there will Trump appointee will play. And what you will do, Trump commit treason, several treason. He shared these dogs with foreigners, top secret. Look at this photo. That true photo. I saying that seriously. That true. Trump put the top secret into his bathroom, and who there? Thing. And that true. There's no humor, there's no joke, there's not as version, maybe yes, maybe no. This not. And there one person also should be Netanyahu. Netanyahu, who giving them these dogs? Kushner, Prince, are same even name. But again, they will downplay these truths. They will try ignore what I saying that now about that. Who Trump? If you not will indict him, jail him because treason, and January 6th treason is another one, stole election in Georgia, another one, anti-constitution action directly. And what happened? They will come, take White House, will leave NATO. NATO after that will no longer appear, exist, and will launch big war. And all that doing Rothschild and Co. by schemes. They are billionaires, they are influencers, actually Mandaloshkas as Elon Musk, Putler's Mandaloshka, Elon Musk. This Rogan, Kandon Mandaloshka, puppet, puppet. But look at Rogan. Or Fox News, which one was. They revealed by court how they misleading and lying to people, Americans. They're nothing changing. American people, why after that not boycotting Fox News? For what they're waiting Fox News if fire several persons, this Murdoch. Means good. Why you so naive, American people? These technos. And Fox News continue by any cost sided with fascists, racists, far rights. Same these puppets, Rogans, Mogans. They try to fail this Robert Kennedy Jr., who financing him. I say you, Rothschild and Co. by schemes. For divide, destroy Democratic Party in coming elections. Aimed at. Where American people and where Democratic Party paralyzed. Because Rothschild and Co. Schemes working as quote. Okay. This RFK, you see him, he climate crisis denier, is purely evil. Shame on him. He not truly, I saying you, Robert Kennedy Jr., this shameful person, son of Robert Kennedy. John Kennedy, brother, Department Secretary, Attorney General of the United States, and John Kennedy was president. Both was killed, assassinated. And by word, he blah blah about he want justice, he want truth. This all lie. Who Robert Kennedy Jr.? Why I call him shameful? He sell all this justice. Right? They should be justice for his father, uncle. He should be fighting on this case, not money, comfort, and tool. Which tool using? Climate crisis denier. He already come to this position. Start as climate crisis fighter, now come to climate crisis denier as Naomi Klein. Her article about that, very important article. And also fueling these anti-vaccines, anti-vax. Conspiracy theorists, they call it that. I know like that. They should do simply lie. Why conspiracy theory? Lie. He lying. But he lying intentionally as part of this plan. He already into from Democratic Party side. He announced he will run for president. And these tools, anti-vax, additional, base, voters, vote, percentages. And this scheme using not by this Rothschild and Co. And these puppets as Elon Musk and this Robert Kennedy, this Robert Morgan, Till Mill and others there, Mandaloshkas. They're using that, part of them. They are no freestyle, believe me. They attacked the professor who truly was fight COVID-19, create vaccines, was part of that. His job very crucial. There are 10 million people died. 10 million. They say this lie. And not even some fact they reveal it. Only lie on lies, lie on lies. I remember in time, and I opposed them, I said them. Elon Musk and his brother, Kimberly. Okay? They said me they are these figures who viruses by COVID-19. These figures fake. These doctors not truly properly analyzing that. If somebody ill COVID, I said it's not true. Why are you saying this lie? The Elon said, and his brother. They this. For they lie, they try to white black to black white. Same about Robert Kennedy Jr., shameful son of Robert Kennedy. And aim, method, scheme. Fuel that, these vaccines, people will come, oh yes, and we go, election, vote for me, I will Yes, we will vote for you for that reason. And they try uh, destroy Democratic Party from inside or take important part of voters' vote from Democrat Party and clear way to Republicans. In presidential election, Republican Party nominee, and in Congress election, same to Republicans. In Senate, in House, aim that. And behind all that, I say you again, Rothschild and Co. They by any cost, any way try, will take back White House. After that, what will happen? I also say. And big war and climate crisis. How you will fight climate crisis? They intentionally doing that. Therefore, their position today, scientists alarming, they ignoring. Why? Because they aim big war. Even they should will more deaths. Billions will die. And their position climate crisis is good. If killing people is good, I say you that satanic feels having ruled world. Who part of that? All these figures. Knowingly or unknowingly, there can be unknowingly too, but scams. Global genocide coming because climate crisis. They blocked our action because system ruled world, Rothschild and Co. Stop it that. You confuse, frustrating, but when you will finally realize what I say in that truth, the intentionally fueling climate crisis and coming to big war is much more deadly in short period of time. Their billions will die. And you understand, but you're too late. You understand who they, satanic fears having. They don't believe in scientists. They don't believe on right about truth is truth. For them, this not because Satan. They believe in Satan. Satan lying to them. Therefore, they're acting. They aim new world order after the big crisis, means big war. New world map. Several countries, no more, no hundred. What means hundreds? Africa. They're all fascist racism. They should be die and will die. Billions will die. They're coming to that. Africans or South Asians or South Americans or others. What is that? So much, 8 billion. 3 billion, enough. This British monarch even called that this population increased because Africans fueling this population. This not good for our planet. They officially, publicly said that. This shameful William, this King Charles' son. And you think this some words, huh? Some words are emotional words. Now he can apologize, maybe. They're using this all too, no problem. How many times Trump was this form apologize? He said lie after this coming to very serious problem to him because you know you not truly understand him. He would think that or would say that is not even this method. But coming again go for action day go target. You can't stop that. By stopping Putler. We can crack the big war plan by standing with Ukraine. Finally. But again, not yet. Again. How many times this should be repeatedly happen? Again, the info, they are urgently, these F-16s, the ATACMS, they urgently should be there, urgently, emergency. No. Their quantity should be enough quantity, not less. Again, some blah, blah. Right? They're doing that. Huh? Genocidal war. The addition, this Putler crackdown, Nova Kakhovka dam, this biggest ecological disaster, this did Putler, confirmed, verified, and we'll use additional. Anyway, we'll use. But there are some morals, maybe. Because this argue, how this argue can accept it? They are, if Ukraine will speedily, immediately, quickly won war, means will clear his land from Putler troops, from Crimea to all his land. This can escalate. If not, Putin will think, oh, so slowly go, but he losing, he leaving Ukraine. Oh, no, I will not escalate. I not will use my tool. Not will use. Why? Because I slowly beaten by Ukrainians. Moron, this officially position in NATO. Which country I don't know exactly. Such thing several times said Macron previously. Was from Biden from start such position, thanks to Sullivan. Another, this person remained there as National Security Advisor. Absolutely unacceptable. I remain there and we have that. Solely, no, this. There should be immediately, fully, urgently, finally. This is so obvious, this is so undeniable. But they're talking about some This position, obviously, for me, obviously, is intentionally using because Rothschild and Co. schemes. Here should be, oh, not freeze, but should be slowly, no big change, yeah. And then we will take White House and will come without NATO. That, these two, is mean, what I said is mean, but in practice, today, Putler cracked down all international law, norms, committed crime against humanity in children case too, and continue to do that. There are genocide after genocide, several genocide in Europe. There, Ukraine army blocked Putler intervention into Europe. But this person's political establishment refusing even today, finally, already, firmly, unwavering, my wavering, all that, they very like it using these words. But in practice, they not doing that. F-16, enough quantity. 200 means 200. 300 means 300. Zelensky, no. Other military experts, no. In Western, they know how many. 2 of 300. Tanks, there should be 1,000. There was some figure 700. I think there's not yet. But today, less, all less. And they're talking, send F-16, why not now ATACMS? Or they are HIMARS. Send ATACMS. Not yet. And now there should be in NATO membership case in Vilnius coming in Lithuania next month summit of NATO. There should be final agreement. Allow Ukraine into NATO by by easy procedure. Easy procedure. Not as normal procedure, but easy, quickly. Plus means as you allowed Finlandia, and we're waiting about Sweden too. Easy procedure. Joe Biden, easy, do that. No listen to your Sullivans. Enough is enough. In Vilnius summit, final decision, Ukraine in NATO, and there is a procedure for quickly allow Ukraine as NATO full member. Until that, I say what you shall do. The security for Ukraine and the concrete action and main weapon. Urgent, but today, very, very urgent needed. And Ukraine will remove Putler from Ukrainians, will remove Putler's troops from Ukraine, and you will free Europe, America. Because you also same time, what shall do? Clean up from Putler structure. These both together. And you will finally resolve this very serious, damaging problem, your problem, by which you created by your appeasement of Putler and Ilham Aliyev. And Ilham Aliyev, in this point, again I say, at Putler. Using Putler's scheme, structure, they are Israel helping Ilham Aliyev by putting green light against me, helping Ilham Aliyev keep authority using his lobby organization schemes in the United States. Ilham Aliyev by money using this lobby, Podesta group, they are others. I already said that, how Ilham Aliyev buying, even using same schemes as Jewish fascists using. They billionaires, Zionists, far-right Zionists. Means racist, fascist. Giving money to Oxford, to Harvard. Oh, good. But no discuss about Israel plans, how they occupied, now annexing, already starting annexing Palestine. Know about that. Okay? And okay. How satanic, evil system ruled worldwide. And what I say in this all revealed existing facts. Well, migrants. This so concrete fact who not yet not fully understand why these migrant problems. Who created that? Same countries who created climate crisis. Developed countries. They used global south reserves, wealth, mine, gold, oil, gas, diamonds, others, minerals. Taking all that to own country, become more wealthy, economic growth, most developed countries, and global south was remain $2 per day. You create that. When you did that, which word you use it? Party establishment, leaders of countries, or these businessmen, billionaires. So many politicians will talk about that. They, with African, not only they are about Africans. Well, one example, very important, about Africans. We're helping you, we will develop you, we will this. But actually was happening opposite. Same in other regions worldwide. This is Rothschild and Co. system, how working. And so you created these migrant problems. You give how this was work. For me, it's obvious and should be to others too. These same banks come there, International Monetary Fund and World Bank, mainly that. Rothschild and Co. tools. Some African countries. We come to you, you have oil in time. How this was. Or you have gold, huge. Huh? We will invest to you billions of, 10 of billions dollars. And the pure country. And this was underground. They think, oh, how this good. We're sitting there very poor, not enough food, and you come and we have gold. They will investment, 10 of billions, we will happy. Huh? And what in practice happening? 10 billions coming, of course, even 100 billions coming, even trillions coming, of course. Small part of this 10 of billions dollar is about concrete country. No, 10 of billions means they doing investment and taking this product. A small one given to leader of country. They are billions. They put it 10 of billions, taking 100 billions, and giving billions to their country leaders, president, prime minister. Few. They also happy. But people, nothing changed. Even coming worse, their figures have. I already several times read that and again can read. These all confirmed verified figures. Even worse. The investment 10 of billions are people, ordinary people, life level coming down. But country leadership, billionaires, luxury, Britain, London, hey, good friend, Londoners. And so, billionaire, which election? I have money, hey, elect me. Organizing team, Muslim by police, or how without police is possible. Also money. By police, election was clear, free and fair, and for them, coming to dictator. Dictator, they have no even rights, because dictatorship, these ordinary people, even their life will come to wars, and their rights, even their country are like their rights. Now, for where they should watch and go when own country not have place for stay already. They're watching Europe. I'm coming to North Africa, Libya, Tunisia, mainly. Sometimes to Turkey, from Turkey to Greece. And by these boats, there are hundreds. A business, a mafia, contrabandists, yes. But who uh, doing enable these contrabandists? European Union very like talk about contrabandists, very like talk blah blah about fight them, but literally, in reality, they enablers of these contrabandists. European Union leaders and European Union country members leaders. They even today not taking this problem as one of very serious problem. But another tragedy. Their hundreds die. Women, children, their children even 100. Children, think about that. Innocent people. You leave them in their country, put their country even to poorest, doing their dictators very wealthy. And when they come by boat, try achieve you, you not allow them. Even there was info, maybe police or this, not police, this Coast Guard action triggered this sink of this boat, where was one of figure 400, 100 children, another 100 women who was rescued. Nice. Another tragedy. Huh? Yes, same. In United States, this gun violence, same thing happening. Even more killings, more, and children. I saying that will already I said will happen. It's already several times happened, and again I saying this will happen because United States refusing resolve this deadly for their children problem. After each tragedy, massacre of children too, the shameful political persons as Ted Cruz, as McCarthy, with condoms, repeatedly saying, prayer, prayer. At the same time, block it. Any action, any serious action for take control, gun sale, there should be background check, all that. There should be this assault weapon absolutely banned, finally. But they block it. American fooling about Texans. Their massacre in Uvalde and other massacre was after Uvalde was in next Texas and others. They elected same governor who did free sale for weapon, assault weapon too, to even underage, 16 years old, with assault weapon. And the Texan elected his governor. What this means? Same about climate crisis in Texas. Fully denying. Even they decided they state Congress. block any initiative on clean energy in state, in Texas. This was the Texans doing. And disaster coming and view which form I send you. These are talking about voters. Who they we know. Rothschild and Co. link it to them by schemes. Satanic, but voters, Texans, Americans, why they as so allow be fooled. Same in EU, but in migrant case. Each tragedy, oh, we will meeting, oh, prayer, but nothing doing. Again. How I resolve this problem? I already once said. If you should want, there should be, we understand, should be their quote. Everybody understand that. If there will come 10 of or 100 million or 10 of millions, European Union can't allow that. Human rights organizations. This is simple. There should be quote. But this quote should be good form quote, not aggressively, which can allow these countries. And this should be. And for further prevent means rising of this quantity of migrants who will want come to Europe, there should be big money spent in Congress, some project. We have specialists, they can write plan. For all their country, investment on their country, direct to ordinary people. One. Second, on this country in Libya and Tunisia, there should be some form of place. When they come into Europe, where they stay? In some camp, okay? Well, such camp you should create it on these countries, even other countries also possible. Same rights as they in Europe. Same money, same rights. And this can reduce that, can be helpful. And there are additional measures, not only these two. But under your rule, European Union, this is key. Not you can say Senegal or Libya or I will give you money. You open their camp, give this money to them, and their food, mood, and security, health. They can freely walk, not as in prison. No, this not will work. You're buying this land, building there this camp, as in Europe. You ruling you there. For that, you give into local authority tax, which one needed. What about What about the same laws? And they can remain there. If their own country is not possible, they can come to other country. They will know the European Union have this forum, as I said. They will refuse this forum. And this combined, all combined. And also this both security. Counterbalances, you shall use several aggressive action against them. How there may be 100, 150 people can in one boat. 400. They put in risk, knowingly, intention, putting their life at risk. If you think they know the business that, no chance. Use against that measures European Union. Several. Very aggressive action. And also which coming migrants coming this forum, both you should care about them, their people, their human beings on this boat. There's no second kind or third kind of human beings. So responsibility. If Greece, if Italy, if Turkey. But about EU means EU should, together with coast countries, take responsibilities. Security of these boats. When they found the migrant, they immediately should act properly. They have European Union, have all high techs, all ammunitions on this Coast Guard, for example. How secure these boats? First action then, secure. First. After that, they should be allowed and they are quote, all that. This should be happen urgently. European Union, enough is enough. Pass this bill, take these decisions, and use that finally as one of main your plan projects. In Brazil, Amazonia, we welcomed Lula when was elected because Bolsonaro, very criminal and climate crisis denier, and one of his serious crimes is corruption. He sold Amazon lands, including indigenous people lands, to Big Corp. Their report was in Guardian from is Amazon defenders. Also, there was a report from two persons, is Bruno Pereira and Don Phillips. They investigative journalists was and also climate crisis fighters, Amazon forest defenders. They was killed 1 year ago by mafia. Means who mafia? Behind them, state. authority. Forests, they are livestock, they are other things. Crashing forest because meat, because livestock, and others for other reason too. Oil, gas, possible using. And same time, this even Bolsonaro time was surge, very, very rise. It very was affected along of planet Earth. Amazon undeniably planet Earth's lungs. Means your lungs. Actually your lungs. Earth people. And what species lungs. Well, Lula president, he started action on climate crisis case, even uh, created some ministry who fighting climate crisis. They have put indigenous people person there. We all this all that we all was welcomed. This is very good. But Congress or Parliament of Brazil start block this action, start even passing bill. One chamber passed it, second chamber Senate there was in for prepare anti-indigenous and anti-Amazon law. Leonardo DiCaprio was tweeted about that too. And President Lula, he have veto right on that. If have, you shall veto that. But I call this Senate reject this bill. This purely evil bill, injustice bill, an absolutely unacceptable bill. And also killers of Don Phillips and Bruno Pereira, there should be true investigation and there should be punishment for such assassinations. And also there should be law protecting climate crisis fighters, particular forest defenders. There should be law for protecting the laws. This ministry, which I already said, will work on climate crisis case. They should do even more time for that. Time for that. China. One girl from China, Uyghur, named Raihan Assad. She now, I think, resident in Canada or in United States. But her brother remain in this custody. Means in Uyghur camps. They ethnic cleansing by Chinese Communist Party. They call it that as they fighting terrorism, fundamentalism, when they know these ordinary people, Uyghurs, what is purely evil authority of China, of Communist Party of China, anyway, by ignoring all this our cause for finally close, stop, end these camps, freed all Uyghurs, they continue with that. this genocidal act. Now Blinken there, if he remained there, yesterday was there in China. He also called that a genocide. And that's true. No change it. There should be rapporteur as have on Palestinian case, special rapporteur. Same should be special rapporteur on Uyghur case. Two. This one. But I remember human rights chief of United Nations put ignorance of this problem in China. Genocidal problem. Human rights chief of United Nations. And I don't recall his name, but today's current. Previously also was Bachelet, former Chilean president. Also very weak, but this one even full ignorance. Antonio Guterres, I call you as Secretary General. Take action on this case. There should be replacement if he not doing his job. Human rights committee or department or what how this call it, commission of which one call it. He refusing to do his job. Why he should remain there as chair? I call him resign. If not, there should be measures. And I call again Chinese authorities, stop, end this camp, close this camp, and release all their Uyghurs from there, all, immediately. They should return to the region in China, Xinjiang province, means Uyghur, Urumqi. They should return to their cities, home. And Palestine. Palestinian leader Mahmoud Abbas. Long-time Palestinian leader. He showed himself as he fighting for Palestinian sovereignty, Palestinian land. What you see, Palestinians and world, how this Palestinian authority acting and fighting for Palestinian rights, for Palestinian land, against occupation. I don't think there's some serious action from Mahmoud Abbas. Gaza, there are the authority, they are isolated. Another one, West Bank, Ramallah, Mahmoud Abbas, and there are no serious action by them. Same time, he go visiting to China, denying people's tragedy, which same tragedy which happening to Palestinians, because Israel apartheid regime, and this person, this Palestinians leader, how can deny Uyghurs tragedy? China will help, will give you money, and you Mahmoud Abbas thinking this will helpful. Go away, finally, go away, resign. Enough is enough, Mahmoud Abbas, enough. And here, info. Israel extremist, fascist means apartheid authority launched annexation of Palestinian territories. Their new settlement, thousand home, in Homesh, I think, Homesh. United States very troubly immediately reacted, very concerned of this fact. Blinken, ambassador, And this green light to Netanyahu, this Smotrich, Ben Gvir, even more aggressively do this annexation of Palestinian territory. This is from Kenneth wrote some tweet concrete about this matter, this case. The Israeli government keeps repeating, he tweeting, and entrenching its war crimes by expanding its West Bank settlements. Why is International Criminal Court prosecutor Karim Khan taking so long to investigate and prosecute those obvious ongoing crimes? Karim Khan, British citizen, there was from Africa woman. She was boldly fight, but position was very bold. But now this Karim Khan replaced her, and truly already several years, Netanyahu crimes, Israel military crimes in Gaza, during Gaza, another Gaza war time against West Bank Palestinians. This one, these crimes, annexation crimes, they are killings of children, or we can say massacre. Other children killed by Israeli, 4 years old, Tamim. This is also war crimes. In addition, this mass of these cases, Karim Khan, why are you silent? There should be already punishment. There should be indictment, arrest warrant against Netanyahu, against these others who committed these crimes. Name no matter, Karim Khan. You shall do that without delay. Despite your country, Britain even try help Israel apartheid authority. Despite all that, because you prosecutor, independent chief prosecutor of International Criminal Court. For that reason, Karim Khan, no matter what Boris Johnson did before him, Theresa May, now Rishi Sunak there, this for you should be no matter. This one Israeli man, This one. Look, Gideon Levy. Gideon Levy. The Anver Gvaryahu tweeted. They in Ivrit, but translated to English. It was, he tweeting, it was said from his heart's blood. Thank you, Gideon Levy. We are, and quote what Gideon Levy said. Quote, we are scared to death to admit that these people, Palestinians, are human. Again saying, we are scared to death to admit that these people are human. Because if they are human, we have to ask ourselves what we are doing to them. And now in Ivrit, his video. You will understand how he emotional talking about that, and he mentioned name of 4-year-old Tamim, which was killed by Netanyahu, Smotrich, and Ben Gvir directly by them, because there are no investigation, there are no punishment, nothing. There are massacre of children happening. No one punished. Directly, Netanyahu, Karim Khan, Smotrich, Ben Gvir. Watching this video was saying Gideon Levy.
אני שואל את עצמי, באמת, מה זה האנשים האלה? לגמרי. מה זה הדבר הזה? מה אנחנו רוצים בדיוק שיגדל פה? הרי כבר יש פרויקט כזה. אנחנו הרי מפחדים פחד מוות להודות שהאנשים האלה הם בני אדם, הרי מפה זה מתחיל, כי אם הם בני אדם אנחנו נתחיל לשאול את עצמנו מה אנחנו מעוללים להם, אז עדיף שנקרא להם מחבלים. מה זה מחבלים? המשפחה של מוחמד תמימי שחייל ירה בראשו בשבוע שעבר והרג אותו, היא משפחה של מחבל או משפחה שכולה בטרגדיה מחרידה? היא לא יכולה להשתתף בפרויקט הזה, אז אסור לדבר איתה. בוודאי, הייתי עם האבא בדקה שהודיעו לו שהבן מת. אז האנשים האלה הם בני אדם כמונו, אולי יותר טובים ממלביצקים כאלה. למה שלא ניפגש איתם? למה שלא נדבר אליהם? כי מה? כי חס וחלילה נזכר שהם בני אדם, ואז נצטרך לעמוד מול המראה ולהודות במה שאנחנו מעוללים להם 100 שנה.
Gideon Levy. Protesting from Netanyahu government fascist action. Look here, I already said about that. The Mehdi Hassan show. Peter Hotz is vacciners, scientist, specialist. Peter Hotz responds to being asked to debate anti-vaxxer LFK Jr., Robert Kennedy Jr. Quote, anti-vaccine disinformation is now a lethal force in the United States. I ordered to go on Joe Rogan, but not to turn it into the Jerry Springer show with having RFK Jr. on. He's saying, and he had tweet direct from Professor Peter Hotz. This reply to tweet from Tucker Carlson. Tucker Carlson tweet, we are back. Mandaloshka. Tucker Carlson, Evan, Mandaloshka, they are back. Okay, we will see. And Professor Peter Hotz replying, I'm quite concerned about the Elon Tucker link. Then fold in Rogan and RFK Jr. and it becomes a pretty formidable coalition with neo-fascist leanings. In some ways, darker or perhaps more dangerous than Trump, in my opinion. Awful. I just hope Tim Biden is preparing. Of course, Tim Biden shall prepare, shall act. Again, clean up this putrid structure. All linked to, again, who Elon Musk, who Trump, who this Tucker Carlson, starring in putrid propagandons TVs in Moscow and others. Ron Fassbender, United Nations chief to fossil fuel firms. Stop trying to kneecap climate progress. This is Antonio Guterres. They not will stop, Antonio, but we will them kneecap before court. I'm talking about rule of law. No, literally we will put them on kneecap. No need in that. They will stand, say, before court. Court will properly charge them, truly means charge them for their crimes against humanity, against nature, genocide and ecocide. They will, big oil, big fossil fuels, even big banks who continue fuel money to them. This crime should be already finally. And very near, countries already should pass these bills. Ecocide, very serious crime, should be together with genocide. And when scientists saying which situation here, I read, look. Leo Hickman, mind-blowing new NASA video showing carbon dioxide emission from the burning of fossil fuels, as if they were visible to the human eye. As important, look at this. And this carbon dioxide as smoke, covered full planet. They are shortly part of this video. Okay, this from Australia and Indonesia side, but they are from America side have, from Europe, Africa have. Yeah, they are fully covered. Fully. Look the short version. How this deadly, how this dangerous. And Leo Hickman continued, this visualization showed the carbon dioxide being added to Earth's atmosphere over the course of the year 2021, split into four major contributors: fossil fuels in orange, burning biomass in red, land ecosystems in green, and the ocean in blue. Okay. Sophie Gabriel tweeting. Live after 1.5. She tweeted. And by David King, former chief scientist officer of the United Kingdom, means Britain. Now with okay. Now here his words are reading. Current climate paths will lead to collapse of life on Earth. Say climate scientist. This climate scientist, and he was chief of British government, uh, chief scientific officer of British government. Again, he said, current climate paths will lead to collapse of life on Earth, say climate scientists. And quote, he added that how the Earth's natural system behave after 1.5 degrees Celsius is unknown and that it will likely trigger 5 tipping points which would see the Earth's heat uncontrollably, uncontrollably towards disaster. Three of these tipping points are in the Arctic, which is heating up 4 to 5 times faster than the rest of the Earth. David King. Antonio Guterres, I urge all financial institutions to present public, credible, and detailed plans to transition their funding from fossil fuels to clean energy. To those institutions already doing this shift, I say, do not relent in the face of attacks on progress. You are doing the right thing. And here Antonio video when he saying about this fossil fuel. Fossil fuel non-proliferation treaty initiative tweeting. Quote, the problem is not simply fossil fuel emissions, it's fossil fuels, period. Close quote. United Nations Secretary General emphasizes that fossil fuels are a product incompatible with human survival. And here video. Watch.
All of this action must be global, it must be immediate, and it must start with the polluted heart of the climate crisis, the fossil fuel industry. Let's face facts. The problem is not simply fossil fuel emissions. It's fossil fuels, period. The solution is clear. The world must phase out fossil fuels in a just and equitable way, moving to leave oil, coal and gas in the ground where they belong, and massively boosting renewable investment in a just transition. Fossil fuel industry transition plans must be transformation plans that chart a company's move to clean energy and away from a product incompatible with human survival. Otherwise, they are just proposals to become more efficient planet wreckers.
Very important. Am I reading? Antonio Guterres himself this tweeted. The fossil fuel industry is at the heart of the climate crisis. The problem is not simply fossil fuel emissions, it's fossil fuel, period. Countries must progressively phase them out, moving to leave oil, coal, and gas in the ground and massively boost renewable investment. Another tweet from Sophie Gabriel. When a top German atmospheric physicist and the man who brought to the world the term and study of tipping points says that we are in the end game and the issue is the survival of our civilization. Then it is time for billions to rise up in the battle. And I'm reading this Hans Joachim Schellenhuber. Schellenhuber, yeah. Renowned, renowned, sorry, renowned German atmospheric physicist, father of the term tipping points. And quote, climate change is now reaching the end game. The issue is the very survival of our civilization. Joe Biden, European Union, Britain, G7, G20. Scientists saying this, you, which one? Emergency, climate emergency. Immediately and officially should be announced. You, Joe Biden, have exactly all the power. Announce climate emergency and act same form. Same shall do EU, Britain. In normally, no problem for that. Another tweet. Carbon tracker. The world must rethink its approach to the climate crisis by investing trillions of dollars instead of billions in the developing world, moving beyond conventional ideas of aid. Overseas aid. One of the world's most influential climate economists has urged. Situation that, no other. If you will continue to ignore, situation will become much more worse. So simply and period. And in some point, you already, no matter what you will do, Earth people, civilization, these country leaders, no matter, you will fail. You're not able to stop warming our planet. And very quickly will come to 5 degrees Celsius. And this is your death sentence level. Even earlier possible, earlier. You're not able, I say you that, you're not able keep warming up planet Earth if you will broke 1.5 degrees Celsius. I say. Their emergency meeting, their Marshall plans, but not yet, not yet. Think about coming elections. Think about how create this election campaign. And Rothschild and Co, they are this good, control it, intervening. And you have this. And you're near to this death sentence tipping point. After that, you're not able be survived. And each country, what will happen to this country, to United States, for example? What will happen to United States and other countries too, of course? Fully crack down, fully. Economy, social, industry, or fully. You not have opportunity intervene and stop that. If you will broke 1.5. And this means you today should announce climate emergency and act emergency forum and stop fossil fuel subsidies finally immediately. Stop any license to fossil fuel and livestock too, and phase out immediately. Zero emission economy by 2035, no late. This will keep you at 1.5 degrees Celsius. After that, you will be able down this percentage. You will survive. German MP is about cleanup in Germany from Putin structure. German member parliament facing call to resign over helicopter deal with Putler. Manuela Schwesig, former leader of Chancellor Olaf Scholz, Social Democrats helped company sell parts. Benjamin Schmidt tweeting, breaking, calls for Manuela Schwesig to resign re-emerged today after revelation that she promoted a deal to sell helicopter and drone parts to Russia in 2018, despite the fact that the CEO of the receiving firm, Russian helicopters, has already under EU sanctions. She intentionally did that, broke EU sanctions, because Putler structure, because Merkel, all that, because Schröder, were clean up, Germany. Start clean up from Schröder, from this Merkel circle, direct from Schröder, he committed crime, Putler structure persons and others, no matter who, no matter name, Germany. Stand to your country, protect your country. Or you will have AFD. Professor Elliot Jacobson. Another day, another record for the North Atlantic. Everything is happening so fast, it's hard to get a sense of the enormity of these anomalies, let alone their consequences. And the North Atlantic sea surface temperature anomaly, this red one, how this surging. Look, this is very disturbing, this is very dangerous, believe me. These oceans surface temperature rising. They are already how many fishes suffocated and died. I will show you this too. Climate defiance tweeting. When you hit water, its oxygen is released into the air. That's what happened in Texas. Again, Texas. Texans. Now there are dead fish as far as the eye can see. And this is just the beginning. Buckle up. And there this video. What means rising temperature on ocean surface? And not only. Bill McQuarrie tweeting, the climate looks as if it is rapidly going haywire. God knows what the next couple of years will bring. That's true. Very bad view. Much more bad than now today. Much more worse. What is about a couple of years? What about 10 years? Professor Elliot Jacobson. Whoa! And now the Los Angeles Times in onto the story. Thank you, Los Angeles Times. Quote, by cleaning up shipping fuels, massive regions of the world's oceans that were protected from heating by shipping sulfate aerosols are now experiencing rapid warming. This alarm of alarms, not about your food, about your fisheries. It's about yourself, humanity. I am called to resign this shameful person from presidents of COP28. Get big oil out of COP28, tweeting Extinction Rebellion Global. Reject Sultan Al Jaber as president of COP28 because he is CEO of ADNOC, Abu Dhabi National Oil Company. Reject IPIECA, IPIECA, the fossil fuel industry's channel of engagement with COP, an epicenter of fossil fuel greenwash. And here video.
COP is the annual meeting where tens of thousands of representatives
from all over the world
Get together to try to solve the climate crisis.
But over the years, fossil fuel companies
have become more and more powerful and have captured the COP.
This year is the 28th COP.
Hosted by United Arab Emirates.
And its president is Sultan Al Jaber. Sultan Al Jaber is the CEO of a very powerful fossil fuel company.
ADNOC, the Abu Dhabi State Oil Company. Seriously?
For justice and survival, we say, ADNOC and the Sultan.
Get out of COP.
Meanwhile, in London, in the shadows,
resides the oil and gas industries.
Channel of engagement with the United Nations and COP.
It is called IPICA.
IPICA is 100% composed of fossil fuel companies.
The climate director worked for Shell.
The nature director worked for Schlumberger.
It goes on.
IPCA say they work for.
Climate, nature, people, and sustainability.
Seriously?
For justice and for survival. We say, IPICA, get out of COP.
Yep. Greta. Democracy Now! Greta Thunberg warns global climate decisions at COP28 could be death sentence for humanity. This tweet. Okay. Again, I'm reading. Greta Thunberg warns global climate decisions at COP28 could be death sentence for humanity. And she is right. I say. It's about cleanup from Putler. Britain. Article in inews.co. London is full of Russian spies as alleged asset family used homes for Ukraine scheme. Richard Holmes, New York. British intelligence sources have told the iPaper that London is full of Russian spies. Their claim come after our investigation revealed that a suspected FSB, Russian Security Bureau, agent was living in the Britain with his family after utilizing their homes for Ukraine schemes. Sorry, the seconds. About how Mohammed bin Salman using Saudi Arabia authority. I already said about that, again saying. Sarah Lee Whitson tweeting. Further wake-up call to understanding the shifting power dynamics. MBS has effectively used his sticks to keep the Biden administration lips zipped on bended knee. Saudi Crown Prince threatened major economic pain on United States amid oil favored. United States of America. Stop that finally. And here also this one. Sarah Lee Whitson also tweeting again. The Israel far-right man in Princeton. Why is a man who sought to restrict the freedom of speech of other academics allowed to use Princeton name and resources to spread his heinous views? I will talk about that, how they're using education units fully and very actively. Okay. Those people, time for act. You not have time. You not have time. Wake up finally. Very simple action. Very simple. Go to street and squares by peaceful protest demonstrations. Worldwide. Not only megapolis of your country. In towns too. Go on street and squares. Us should be, shall be billions same day on street and squares across the world. Do that. I call you repeatedly for that. This needs organization, of course. I call my team start. I know they're starting to do that, but about time. Very aggressively, we should start organize that. I say, I'm Chinghiz together with you.